Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, everybody knows Vasyl Lomachenko now, right? Everybody knows him. It's a household name now, isn't he? Right? We know him. You know, Rogan said about 2 weeks ago, this is probably the best fighter of all time. You know, I was like, I didn't see too many people say anything about that. Now, Floyd Mayweather was 49-0, tried to get away with saying the same thing. We went crazy, didn't we? We talking about the best of all time, right? So some people we let get away with it, some people we don't. Reminds me of Bob Arum's favorite thing, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Bob Arum says all the time, people are like rocks. You can move them in any direction. Now you guys are a little bit better than rocks now, aren't you? Right? Rocks, guys? Come on now. That's what Bob Arum thinks of most of you guys. And hey, like when you got a guy that's 8-1, y'all call him the best of all time, then those who believe that might be rocks. Right? Guy's good, but we have to be patient. Right? Just before we give him these superlatives. Right? Now, Vasyl Lomachenko is a bad boy. But there's another bad boy, about 2 weight divisions under him, Guillermo Rigondeaux. That name, I keep saying it. And I'm going to put a couple of information videos up there. And it's going to be only Guillermo Rigondeaux on this video. Even the information video. I ain't putting nothing else up there. Except Guillermo Rigondeaux. Because what happens is, this is an old Cuban guy. And he's also undefeated. 2-time Olympian champion. And he's been trying to get Lomachenko in the ring. Even though Lomachenko's bigger than him. Right? And it's falling on deaf ears. Right? That silence that gets so loud all the time. Right? So I'm just hoping that people don't ignore this guy. You got 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and Lomachenko is one too. A 2-time Olympic gold medalist. One is being labeled as boring. The other one is being labeled as probably the best of all time. And they do exactly the same thing. Now, this is boxing for you. Right? Or, pretty much, I won't get into it, but we're going to just call it tribalism. We ain't going to get into the ism that it might be, but it's an ism. Right? So what I'm trying to say is, when Guillermo Rigondeaux says, like he stated with FightHype.com, right? Go on there, check out the interview. Dude says, dude, any weight, I'm ready to fight you anytime. But this is nothing new to us boxing guys that's paying attention to boxing. This is not new. We know this, and you'll see it in the information videos, right? But it's just every time he says something, it's our obligation to make sure that you hear it, right? Because you're not going to hear about him. Because what happens is people just try to make things silent. Make sure that you don't know about these kind of guys, right? And if you do know about them, let's label them something, right? But for those who will believe that Guillermo Rigondeaux is boring, go check out the knockouts and ask the people who were picking their jaws up from the ground after the fight, right? The guy is all that and a bag of chips. And just like Lomachenko is, right? They're both bad boys. So why not let him meet? He's been asking for any kind of catchweight fight for a while now. So when I heard that, I was like, that has to be done. That is a very, very pertinent information. It's time for people to not ignore Guillermo Rigondeaux. Unless you're going to ignore both of them, right? But one of them is being heralded as something and the other is something. That ain't happening. I'm sick of it. It's ridiculous. Listen, let these guys fight, right? And if we're looking for Lomachenko to have an opponent, right, he won't pay Salido. If you're going to be 8-1 and they're going to be putting you, some people even putting him pound for pound number one. Even Telly Atlas thinks he's the, pound for pound number one. If I think it was Telly Atlas, right? Pound for pound number one, right? With a loss in 9 fights. You want to get that loss up out of there. Right? Toledo lost. Even controversial, whatever. Right? You want to get that up out of there. You want to dominate that boy. Toledo got about double-digit losses. You don't want that on your record. Right? You want to amend that, don't you? And your fans should want it too. Just like Golovkin fans should want him to fight Danny Jacobs. You can't have no close fights. If you guys are saying these guys are number one pound for pound, then they can't be having no close fights. Mayweather have a close fight, and not even close. Madonna fight wasn't close. Right? It wasn't that close. He beat the hell out of him, really. Even though this guy, and he's 15 pounds heavier. But dude wrote me talking about Daniel Jacobs was way heavier than Golovkin, right? So I'm thinking, well, what about all these? Didn't Golovkin fight before that? Wasn't he heavier than Kell Brook? You know what I'm saying? And every fight Mayweather had after after maybe 1999, the dudes are heavier than him. You know, but we don't care as long as he gets beat up, right? So it's the same thing for everybody, guys. You can't just have it one way. You gotta, everything for everything. So if Vasyl Lomachenko is the best fighter on the planet, or one of them, you don't want a loss on his record, especially if he ain't even fought 10 times. Right? So you want to get that off. So you can't go to Salido and underpay the guy. You have to do everything. Matter of fact, Salido should get paid more than you in this fight. Right? And you have to just take the hit and beat him up. And then you got him off your record. And Salido should get paid before he gets out of here. If Salido about to retire, man, he ain't trying to fight no more. But he wants to get paid and respected. Let's let that happen. And listen, Lomachenko fans, if the Lomachenko fans, it's your job to do this. Ain't nobody else's job. It's your job. If you riding with somebody, you don't want him to have close fights. If he's as good as you say he is. And that applies to anybody that's supposed to be as good as they say he is. Right? But it's only a few of them. Everybody else is winning. Not getting no love. I Keith Thurman, people ain't barely putting him in the top 10 pound for pound. After beating Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, you gotta beg somebody to put him in the top 10 pound for pound. Then you gotta do it in there with nine fights and a loss. You kidding me? Let's get this together, guys. The world is not just black and white, right? There's grizzly bears and polar bears, and they have to coexist. They do it in a habitat. Let us try to get that done here, right? We're supposed to be better than animals, aren't we? Or are we really rocks? You decide. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.